What's up, guys? Coach Keith here with your workout for Monday, locked and loaded. For our warm-up, we're starting with 10 lateral lunges, alternating sides. You can do this with just body weight or with an implement in the goblet position, similar to a Cossack squat, but we're going to start with our feet together. So we're going to take that step sideways, send the hip back, knee over the toe, find that squat position, and when I drive up through my heel, I'm coming back to neutral, and then hitting the same thing on the other side, up, back to neutral, etc. So feet are starting together, taking that wide step out. Good squat pattern here, knee over the toe, driving through the heel to the neutral, and then hitting the other side for 10 reps on each side. 10 alternating 5 reps on each side. Then we're going for 5 YTWs. So we're going to go without weight on this. We're going to go into that hinge position, and we're going to go into a Y with the thumbs coming up, squeezing the shoulder blades up into that Y position, coming down, then to a T with the arms straight out, back down, then into a W. Elbows lead the way at that 90-degree angle. So again, Y, back down, T, squeeze, W. So we're getting that pause at the top on each one. We're going to do 5 total there. Then finally, we have 6 reverse Samson lunges with a 1-second pause. And that's on each side. So we're going to do 6 on one leg, 6 on the other, interlocking those hands, pressing up, keeping the elbows locked, and I'm stepping back, dropping my knee down. 1 second here to drive this hip forward, get that stretch through the leg, and then drive through the front heel to stand. I'll hit 6 in a row on this leg, then 6 in a row on the other. We're going to hit 3 rounds of that for our warm-up. All right. Then for our strength, we've got 4 sets, 6 to 10 reps on each leg of a goblet split squat with the rear foot elevated. So ideally, you can do this with a chair, with your couch to elevate that rear foot. Anywhere from 6 to 12 inches is really, or 6 to 16 inches is really where you want to be. A little bit less is okay, and if you have to go on the flat ground, you can do that as well. Okay, so I'm going to use this chair here. I'm going to get my foot on top, get into a position where I can keep my shin relatively vertical, drop down to the end of my range. If you can get to the floor, that's great. If not, that's okay too. And I want to make sure, again, that this shin is vertical and this heel is staying down. I'm driving up. That's 1 rep. Controlling down, driving up again. And then I would hit the other leg, 6 to 10 reps on each side. We're hitting 4 sets of that. Goblet position with your weight. You might need to start with just body weight on that because it is a fairly challenging movement, and then work your way up from there. Okay. Then for our conditioning, we've got 20 minutes at low intensity, so just moving through this for quality. Starting with 6 to 10 each arm, single arm high pulls, right? So think about zipping up that jacket, elbow above the weight, pulling to the collarbone, controlling it down, and make sure that shoulder is packed down and back as we pull up and not rotating forward into that internal rotation, right? Think down and back, elbow above the weight, controlling back down. 6 to 10 reps there. Then 5 goblet squats with a lunge on each leg. Okay, so this is going to be a squat followed by a lunge on one leg and then a lunge on the other. That's 1 rep. You're going to end up doing 5 total. And again, you can go goblet with this if that's easy enough for you, or if those are challenging, you can go with just body weight as well. Okay, 5 total of those. So it'd be a squat, lunge, lunge. That's 1 rep. Then we've got 5 tall kneeling halos. So with your weight in that tall kneeling position, squeezing the butt, trying to get the hips through so there's a nice straight line between the shoulders, hips, and the knees. From there, I'm going to halo around my head in one direction, keeping that weight nice and close. Get it back to my chest, press out. That'll be 1. Then I'll go in the other direction. That'll be 2. We're going to do 5 of those in each direction. Okay, finally, we've got 20 seconds on each side of a single leg. Straight leg standing hold, right? So I'm going to lock this leg out, lock this leg, hold it as high as I can for that 20 seconds. If I need to lower down to keep from cramping up, ideally both legs will stay straight. Keep that belly nice and tight. 20 seconds on one side, then I'd switch, 20 seconds on the other. Ideally getting into that L position if you can, but again, that'll be challenging, so just get it as high as you can, keeping that leg straight And again, we're going through those for 20 minutes for quality, nice, easy, low intensity for today. Thanks, guys.